Such a classy bird. Welcome to another episode of Life with Bev. Today we're taking Trey off to the vets, which isn't his favourite thing to go and do, I'll not lie to you. Basically over Christmas he caught what is called a dew claw, which is something that all dogs have, they're all born with. Sort of like, if you think of it as a human, it's like a thumb. Doesn't really serve too much of a purpose, if I'm honest with you, but I did once find this out about it.
So what other things do our dogs do that could put a lot of pressure on their front legs and shoulders? What happens when we throw a ball for our dogs? Let's let Monty and Star demonstrate. Firstly in normal time, then slow motion. While you are watching these clips, think about the fact that all dogs' front legs are only attached to their body by muscle. Let's look again at the clips in slow motion. Obviously, we can see that the shoulders with both dogs are under a lot of stress from twisting and stopping suddenly. But let's take a closer look at the front legs and the impact on them. Look at how the toes spread and judder when coming to a stop. This obviously exerts a lot of pressure through the joints in the toes, which is also transferred to the wrist or carpal joint that eventually has to sustain the full weight of the dog. And here they are combined with the twisting action. Let's look again at Monty chasing the ball, and this time see if you can spot what else Monty uses to help him stop and turn. Did you see the divot of earth falling from Monty's leg? This came from his dew claw that he used rather like an anchor to help prevent excessive sliding of his front legs during the twist and turning involved in catching the ball.
So this is the sort of video diary of Trey going to the vets today. Roll the titles. So we're up at where my mum works at the minute, and yeah, we're waiting in the car park for her. Trey just keeps having poo after poo after poo, and here's Sarah and my mum. Trey! Oh, we see her! Come on, Trey! Come on, Trey!
Come here. Where's your paw? Where's your paw?
Trey!
Seems to be alright on it.
He is. It's when he stops, you'll see. He just holds it up.
Remember, I've got a
Ow! My disability claim!
She shut the door, hasn't she? I've got to get my covers on. You're excited? Hey? Come here.
Trey, go see.
Sit down. Sit. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Yes, he did. Oh, with supper.
So it's now a little bit later on, and we're now on our way over to meet my mum from work and to go to the vets. Oh, sorry, there's a really bad smell because there's a fire going on. That's really disturbing. Oh, it smells really bad too. What the fuck? I give up. Now, unlike some other dogs that I know of, Trey actually doesn't seem to mind going to the vets. He's fine in the waiting room because obviously there's other animals for him to have a look at and try and sniff and usually try and piss off and get into an argument with. But yeah, even when he's in there, Right, the last time that we got him in, I think the worst thing that he did was jump off the vet's table. Because you kind of stood there a bit like, oh shit. But yeah, he tends not to mind, and he's quite good with taking medication, so should be an alright night for him. So we've had Trey in at the vet's, and he's got a slight inflammation in one of his ears more than the other one, so we've got some ear drops for that. We've got a lampshade for him to put on around his neck to stop him licking at any cream, and he's got some steroid tablets as well to take. So he's going to be getting medicated over the next 2 weeks, was it altogether? Yeah. And so, yeah, he's just roaming around in the back at the moment, just on his way home. And I think he'll be glad to go home because the vet had a look at his nail. We had to get the muzzle put on him. And
Kevin needs medical attention.
I need some medical attention because I got clawed to death. But we had to put the muzzle on him, and it did kind of upset him when the vet said, unfortunately, that nail looks a little bit long, I'm going to have to cut some of it off. And that's when Trey dug the rest of his nails into my hand and gave me a few cuts and grazes.
Well, of course I've seen.
And
milking it now too, aren't you?
it was just very traumatic for everyone involved. Well, it was.
Just a man. You wimps. Pair of you. Oi, wimp, don't you look? Look at me. I'm not a wimp.
So now we're back in. I thought I would actually show you what we've got from the vets. So one of them is Medrone V-Tabs 4 milligrams. And he used to have, I think it is one a day. So he's got his little thing of tablets, and then he's got ear drops, which are them ones. And he used to have 4 drops in each ear, twice a day for 7 days. So that's kind of complicated. So I'm going to give him his first dose of medication. Actually, to be fair to him, he is really good at having his medication. Like I will try and show you this for an example. See, he's curious now because I've opened up his little tablet thing, but if we go, Trey, what's this? See the little tablet here? Oh, gone. Eaten. Once more. This is his sore paw, which is probably a little bit more sensitive at the minute, which is why he's trying to cover it. It'll be a little bit more sensitive because obviously the vet cut the nail on it. But while the vet was doing that nail, I had to hold on to Trey, and that is the cut and the marks I am left with after holding on to Trey. Trey, what'd you say? What'd you say with them cuts? That's your fault. Oh, you licked my thumb. So yeah, overall he doesn't mind going to the vets, and he is a good boy after all. So yeah, I shall see you next Wednesday.